Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Monday evening. Here. Want to welcome you to the December 6, 2021 All 60's and More edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show here on Oldies and More Radio and also on the live YouTube stream. So if you're watching Johnny G or you're listening on the Oldies and More stream, welcome to the show. I feature original vinyl 45s. It's all 1960s out of my collection. We opened up with an artist by the name of Johnny Talbot. Johnny Talbot, he is out of Oakland, California. This record first came out on the IN label in Berkeley, California. It also came out on Red Fire Records in '64, but this is the third release of it on the Modern record label, December '64. It's actually a part one, and the mistake that I made, well, the name of the song is called Never Make Your Baby Cry, Part 1. So I said, oh, that's a pretty cool instrumental by Johnny Talbot, Talbot, on Modern Records. And right, I had the wrong side on the turntable before I came out. It's a vocal. So why would you put, why would you put the vocal as part two? Anyway, that's what that is. So maybe we'll hear the vocal later on in the show. Anyway, let's start it off here with the vocal portion. And I just love this next artist, originally from Nashville, Tennessee. He was a member of the Future Tones in 1957. They recorded on the Tress record label. I play that on my 50. That's a rare 45 I usually play on my 50 show. But in 1965, he signed with Rick Tick Records. His real name was Charles Hatcher, but you know him as Edwin Starr, and this is his third release on the Rick Tick record label. Was number 84 on Billboard, 48 on Cashbox, a number 16 record on WDAO out of Dayton, Ohio, and a 45 that no, my aunt didn't purchase this. She purchased his other one. But anyway, I love this record by Mr. Edwin Starr, April 1966 on Rick Tick, and we're going to hear the headline news. That's Mr. Edwin Starr. What a great tune that is. Edwin Starr, April 19 66 release. That's his follow-up to Stop Her On Sight on the Rick Tick record label. A song entitled Headline News. Headline News, Johnny G doing an all 60s show on a Monday evening. Let's continue here. It's kind of ad hoc. I don't play the records by year. We kind of mix it up a little bit, but this record happens to be out of the year 1966, and this is this gal's second release on the Chess record label. Let's give a listen to Barbara, B-A-R-B-R-A, Barbara Carr. Barbara Carr on the Chess record label. This one from November 1966. Her tune is called Don't Knock Love. There's like a thump at the end of that record there. That's Barbara Carr. Barbara Carr from November 1966 on the Chess record label. Don't Knock Love is the name of that tune. We continue here on the All 60s edition. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan I think this is out of Detroit, as I added this one in last minute. This group is called Detroit Soul, and I'm guessing they're out of Detroit. It's on the Music Town record label, and the name of the tune is called Does Your Mind Go Wild?
Every time I hold you close, I get a feeling that it's something new. Tell me when you hold me close, does it make you feel the same way too? Don't it make you feel kinda young inside, just like a little child? Does it make your heart stop beating down? Tell me, does your mind go wild? Your mind go wild. Every time I talk to you, I get a feeling that you understand. All you got to do is smile, and baby, I'm at your command. When I whisper in your ear, sweet words so soft and mild, don't it make your heart stop beating? Now tell me, does your mind go wild? Your mind go wild. You know you kiss your lips, I get a feeling up and down my spine. So it seems that lately, baby, you're the only thing that's on my mind. I hope this thing's gonna last for more than just a little while, because it makes my heart stop beating and baby makes my mind go wild. Baby, don't you know you make my mind go wild? My mind go wild. My mind go wild.
That's 1968 there on the Music Town record label for Detroit Soul. Does Your Mind Go Wild is the name of that one. Now, according to Reed in our YouTube chat room, it says the group was really from Enfield, Connecticut, and they just wanted to pretend they were from Detroit. Okay, Johnny G will buy that. We will. Let's continue here, but let's go to Chicago now. I know these gals are out of Chicago, and it's their only release that came out on the Constellation record label. The song was written by Maurice Williams. Maurice Williams, the lead singer of the Zodiacs, had that big hit in 1960 called Stay. But this one here is from March of 1965. Give a listen to these gals. They're called the Dinettes. The Dinettes with a Y, D-Y-N-E-T-T-S. The Dinettes on Constellation. It's called New Guy. Oh, I shut that off a little bit too early here. Johnny G discombobulated here from a March of 1965 there. Those are the Dinettes on the Constellation record label. The song entitled New Guy. Maurice Williams, he wrote that tune for that. I'm looking for my page. Oh, here it is. I'm looking for page 1, and I couldn't find it there. But let's continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this next group, they're out of New York City. They recorded as the Sand Pebbles back in 1967 on the Cala record label. In 1968, they changed their name to Sea and the Shells, and they were Lonzine Wright, Andrea Bolden, Calvin White, and this is their third of 4 on the Cotillion label. This one from July of 1969. Let's give a listen to Sea and the Shells on Cotillion Records. It's called I Don't Need You No More.
You ain't nothing but a cheat and
And released in July 1969, that's Sea and the Shells. Sea and the Shells on the Cotillion record label. That's their third of four on Cotillion. I Don't Need You No More is the name of that tune. Let's go to Philadelphia next for this group. And this group, they won second place in a talent contest in Philadelphia. They beat out the Delphonics, who came in third place, but first place went to a group called the Ambassadors. And this group was attending Temple University at the time, and they decided to call themselves the Temptones. And Jimmy Bishop, the owner of Arctic Records, he signed both on that day, signed both the Ambassadors and the Temptones to his label, and this was the first of two for the Temptones. It features Daryl Hall on lead, aka Daryl Hall. Of course, Daryl Hall would later record as half of Hall & Oates, had so many big hits for the RCA record label, but this is on the Arctic. He was, a teenager at the time he recorded this tune. This was number 19 on WDAS out of Philadelphia. Go to February 1967 for the Temptones. Temptones with Daryl Hall on lead on the Arctic label. It's called Girl, I Love You.
People always call me a fool because I never treated you cool. I treated you good and you still walked away. But my stubbornness still makes me say, keep saying, girl, I love you. Girl, I need you by my side. Girl, I want you. I've been good to you, but I'm still lonely and blue. At first I thought she was in love, but you see, now I know she took advantage of me. Without you, sadness grows up inside and makes a shambles of my foolish pride. But girl, I love you. Girl, I need you by my side. Girl, I want you. I've been true to you, but I'm still lonely and blue. Oh, baby. I'm serious, though she might be playing. She'll come back if I just keep on saying, keep on saying. I keep saying, keep on saying. I keep saying, keep on saying. I keep saying, girl, I love you, baby, baby. Girl, I need you. It's about to be.
That group called the Temptones out of Philadelphia there with a young Daryl Hall on lead there. Daryl Hall on lead, February 1967 release on the Arctic label, Girl, I Love You. Of course, I can tell you the condition isn't the greatest. Doesn't play really so bad, but I don't have their second release. And this was their first release. Picked it up at a flea market for 10 cents. Sometimes you luck out like that. But I wish it was mint. Of course, it's not mint. But anyway, it is a very hard record. It goes for some big bucks. Andrew Turner mentioned in the chat room there, it goes for big bucks. Let's continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. I think this gal is out of California. I added this one last minute here. Her name is Mary Lee Whitney. I think I played this maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It's a great tune by her. This is on the Loma record label. This is arranged by Bobby Paris and Doug Bess. And Bobby Paris has some cool records too. And he also produced it, and he also co-wrote this song, but her name is Mary Lee Williams. It's from June of 1966. It's on the Loma record label, and the name of the tune is called Don't Come A-Knockin'.
I hear your footsteps coming toward my door, and I know what you're looking for. When you need someone to care, you think that I'll be waiting there. You come and knock in. Don't come and knock in. Don't come and knock in, baby. Up on my door. Now you're standing there, your nose up in the air. You think you're gonna get your way. Oh, but you better listen to what I have to say. I have learned to live without you. Better off to do without you come a knocking. Don't come a knocking. Don't come a knocking, baby. Up on my door. I'm just a plaything to you, someone you could always turn to. But who do I turn to when I'm alone and blue? You're never there. What should I care? Don't come a knocking. Don't come a knocking. Don't come a knocking, baby. I can't stand to hear you knocking. Don't come a knocking. I don't wanna hear you knocking. Now that you walked away, I can feel the emptiness surround me. No one has to tell me that I spend my lonely life in misery. Should I get down on my knees, begging, baby, baby, please come back a knocking. Come back a knocking. Come back a knocking, baby. I said I wanna hear you knocking. Oh, I didn't mean what I said. I'm messing out of my head. Don't walk away.
That's Johnny G going wild here. That is Mary. That is Mary Lee Whitney. She's out of Portland, Oregon. That's her only release on the Loma record label. Don't Come a Knockin' is the name of the tune. That one there on the Loma record label. Let's continue here, and let's go to the Cracker Jack label for this group. They're known as the Dynamics. This is not the same Dynamics that recorded for the Volt record label. This is a different group. This group features Harry Lee Gates on lead. This one from September of 1963. Give a listen to the Dramatics on the Cracker Jack label with their tune called Toy Soldier. Just in time for Christmas.
I'm just a toy soldier, and I think all on a mission. All right now, my lady walks me right forward.
It's on the Cracker Jack record label. Cracker Jack Records, a division of Sue Records, and a group called the Dramatics. The Dramatics there from September 1963. Song entitled "Toy Soldier," and that featured Larry Lee Gates on lead for that one. We continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and up next, this gal is. Let me see here. This gal appears to be the only single for this gal. Her name is Pat Embers. Pat Embers. It's on the Ascot record label. This one released in September of 1964. Let's give it a spin here. Pat Embers on the Ascot label. It's called That Boy, parentheses, Sure Got Your Number.
Nothing I can do. Your heart must be getting dumber. I know he never has been true, but when he takes me in his arms to say this time it's real, how can I be sure what he really feels? A girl just has to trust her luck when her number comes up. That boy sure got your number. By the minute, each time I let his lips come in, I love that boy is gonna win it. He says what I wanna hear, and though I know the chances are he's telling me a lie, how can I be sure if I never try? A girl just has to trust her luck when her number comes up. Girl just has to trust her luck when her number comes up.
That's Miss Pat Embers. Pat Embers there from September 1964. It's on the Ascot record label. A tune co-written and produced, arranged by Bert Keys. That Boy, parentheses, Sure Got Your Number. Johnny G's got your number every Monday from 8 to 11 p.m. right here on Oldies and More, and also on the YouTube stream. Let's continue here. Got some requests for this evening. Let's go to our first request here. This one is for listener Warren Russell, who is in our chat room or YouTube chat room, and I feature this next group often on my 1950s show. They're out of Cincinnati, Ohio. They had over 50 singles on Sid Nathan's deluxe record label, beginning in the early, like 1954 or so, all the way through to the end of the 1950s into the early 60s. But in the 65, they signed with OK Records, and they put out 4 releases. This is their third, co-written by Billy Sherrill. This one going out to Warren, May 1966. Otis Williams and His Charms on the OK record label. It's called Welcome Home.
Disappear.
Yes, by request. By request for Warren Russell there. The great sound of Otis Williams and the Charms, May 1966. That's on the OK record label. OK Records for that one. That's their third of four released on the OK Records, song entitled Welcome Home. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show as I'm looking for my J. Here it is. Got the information here. And up next, this girl group from Jersey City, New Jersey, and this is on the Esky record label. You know, they prior to this release, they recorded on the Redbird record label, and they had songs like I Wanna Love 'Em So Bad, Baby Be Mine. This was their final single, which included only three of the members, Elsie and Maxine Herbert and Diane Taylor, and collectively they were known as the Jelly Beans. And this is it's hard to find this record on this nice vinyl press. You might be able to find it on the Styrene Painted label. I think that one is, I don't know if it's more common or not. I don't think this record's, I just think it's in demand. And I really didn't pay a lot of money for this record. But anyway, it's a cool two-sided 45, by the way. And it's from November. Actually, it was... the tune was written by Charles Thomas. He was a male member of the Jelly Beans, but this is the trio of gals here from November 1965. Give a listen to the Jelly Beans on the Esky label. It's called You Don't Mean Me No Good. That didn't sound right. You Don't Mean Me No Good. That's it. Andrew Turner mentions that is an in-demand Northern Soul tune, a cool dancing tune there by the Jelly Beans. November 1965 on the Esky, E-S-K-E-E, Esky Records, You Don't Mean Me No Good is the name of the tune. I have 3 records on that Esky record label, and they're pretty good, I think, those 3 records on the Esky record label. Okay, Andrew Turner wants me to flip it over. We will do that. We'll flip that 45. Got 3 flips. We got 1 for Michael, 2 for Andrew, and let's continue here for this next artist. He is originally from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I've played his other releases on the Carla label. You may know his biggest hit from 1966. It's called Love Makes the World Go Round, but this is his debut single, which came out on the Atlantic record label. Actually has 2 on Atlantic. This is his first, and Charlene, as this was re-released as a flip side of Love Makes the World Go Round. Is that correct? did he re-sing it? Maybe he re-sung it. I don't know if it's exactly the same. But anyway, let's give it a spin here from January 1964. Mr. Dion Jackson, he passed away not too long ago, a few years ago that Mr. Dion Jackson passed away. But this is on the Atlantic label. It's called You Said You Loved Me. This is Dion Jackson.
You said you'd love me till the end of time, and I believe your sweet loving was sweeter than wine. But tell me, darling, is this really true? Did you go out and find someone new? You don't have to make up alibis. To tell the truth, baby, it's not hard to try. No, no. No, no, no. I still love you so. That's very true. But there's one thing I can't stand, baby. That's when you lie like you do. Now listen, baby, we've got to face facts. I lost your love and you're not coming back. I'll go my way if you go yours. I've got to make it 'cause my heart is torn in two. That's why I gotta move. I'm so sorry now. It turned out this way, because I dreamed so many times, darling, yeah, you'd be my wife someday, yeah. If you decide to come back to me, forget it, baby, I'd rather stay happy. Now this ends my little lecture of our love. All I can say is goodbye and good luck to you. Yeah, I gotta move. Yeah, 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 got to walk out the door. You don't love me no more. You played me for a fool. Baby, that's just how you do. I ain't gonna play your fool.
That's a debut single there for Dion Jackson, January 1964 release on the Atlantic record label. You Said You Loved Me is the name of that tune. We continue now. Let's go to this girl group here, and this group is called The Fashions. I think this is the same group that Barbara English was a member, but this group of Fashions is minus Barbara English on this recording session. They had two releases on the 20th Century Fox record label. This tune, written and produced by the legendary songwriter and singer, we'll call him, we can say, Mr. George Kerr. He had written and produced songs for so many groups during his career, and of course he was a member of the 1950s group The Serenaders, and actually into the 1960s, by the way. But he worked with quite a few. Actually, he also worked with Barbara English too, and Linda Jones, a bunch of artists. But he wrote this tune here from August of 1968. Let's give a listen to The Fashions on the 20th Century Fox record label. It's called A Lover's Stand.
To you and you, to you and you, I'm proud to say I found true love, and there's not one thing that I can think of to compare with
That group called The Fashions. The Fashions on the 20th Century Fox record label. August 1968 release. It's called A Lover's Stand. Johnny G making a musical stand here tonight. Actually, I got to do a duel with another disc jockey one of these days. I'm ready to fight with that other disc jockey. You know who he is. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go out to California to Lummy Fowler's Lumtone record label out of Los Angeles, California. Lots of cool records on the Lumtone record label. I think the one that a lot of people are looking for are Most of the Pretty Young Girls by the Elgins. I have that record, by the way. That's a styrene press. This is not a styrene press. This is a nice vinyl press for this group called The Prominence. The Prominence here. This is arranged by Ray Shanklin. This one from February 65. Let's give it a spin. The Prominence on Lumtone. It's called Just a Little. Out of Los Angeles, California, there on Lummy Fowler's Lumtone record label. Out of Los Angeles, California, February 65 release for The Prominence. The Prominence on Lumtone with Just a Little. We continue here, just a little more 60s as this next song was a studio project of Brian Wilson and Gary Usher. This song written by Brian Wilson and Gary Usher, and it was produced by Brian Wilson, and it's a really cool name for this group. They're called Rachel and the Revolvers, and the lead singer, she was a woman from Los Angeles, California, named Betty Everett. Is that the Betty Everett we know? That can't be. That's not the Betty Everett we know, Charlene. But anyway, maybe it's another Betty Everett. I don't know. Well, let's listen closely. But background vocals here are Brian Wilson, Gary Usher, and Carl Wilson. This one's from August of 62, Rachel and the Revolvers. It's got to be another gal out of Los Angeles, because Betty Everett, she was from Chicago, I think. But anyway, this is Rachel and the Revolvers on the Dot record label. And you can't, It's a dance. When you look at it, you think it's the revolution, but no, it's the revolution. It is a dance. Rachel and the Revolvers.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Rotate, rotate, revolution, revolution. I found another dance, I'm gonna teach it to you. Everybody listen while I give you the cue. Revolution, revolution. Do it all alone, or you can start it to pair. While you circle around and you put it in the air. Revolution, revolution. Rotate, rotate, revolution, revolution. Circle, circle, circle round. Circle, circle, circle round. Circle, circle, circle round. Circle, circle, circle round. Yeah, yeah. Rotate, rotate, revolution, revolution, revolution. If you get a little dizzy while you circle around, reverse the revolution or you go to the ground. Revolution, revolution. If you haven't tried it, you don't know what you miss. If it's a melody, the locomotion and twist. Revolution, revolution. Rotate, rotate. Revolution, 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 revolution. Rotate, rotate.
As Rachel and the Revolvers there, and a totally different Betty Everett on lead there, that is for sure. August 1962, and Michael in California says it's kind of like an answer to the Locomotion, probably the same time period too. August 62 on the Dot record label. That's Dot Records. It's called the Rev-O-Lution. Johnny G doing a record revolution. We do it with 2 turntables here every Monday night and also every Saturday night at 10 o'clock. It's my all 50s and early 60s show. I'm taking requests for Christmas songs. I might feature a Christmas song tonight, but I saw a couple in the box. I have by the Miracles. I have I'm trying to find that one by Jose Feliciano, which I have it on the original. It's not that easy to find on the original RCA. But if you think of any 60s songs, if I have them, if I find them, I have a ton of 50s ones. I'm getting lots of requests. Thank you all. Send them to vinyltreasures@aol.com if you have a group harmony one, or if you have a soul song or a mid-60s song that was a pretty cool Christmas, but not a hit. I don't want to get a copyright strike. That's what I don't want. Let's continue here. Here's a request for Michael in California for this artist. He goes way back, this singer, back to, I think, 1949 on the Regal label when he started recording, but he had so many releases in the 1950s all the way up to maybe even later than 1960. But this is on the Argo record label, and this kind of reminds me of what's the song? What's the song done by Big J McNeely? There's Something on My Mind. This song reminds me of that. But anyway, this charted number 49 on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. It's from August of 1960. This is going out to Michael in California. He's in our YouTube chat room. This is Larry Darnell on Argo Records. It's called I'll Get Along Somehow.
You're right up on top now, and you want to be free. Why, you feel that you're too good, much too good for nobody like me. Yes, you're afraid to present me to the friends in your settle. Well, I guess it's more convenient for us to forget. But how soon you forget all the fine, fine things you've said, and how just a little success, yes, just a little taste of success is gone straight to your pretty little head. I hold in my hand 3 letters, dear, each from 3 different stages of your fine, fine career. The first one began, Larry, darling, sweetheart, my wonderful woman. I'll always be grateful for the things that you've done. Your second letter came right after I gave you your start. Yes, it came from your pen, dear, but not from your heart. The third is the joker that came with the deck. You ended your letter in close, Larry, please find my check. Why, you fool. You poor, sad, worthless, foolish fool. You think your money could pay. For the hard years I've suffered with you until things broke your way. Yes, I smiled when you kissed me. I thrilled at your touch. My only sin was I loved you. I loved you much too much. I'm answering your last letter that said we must part, but I'm tearing it to pieces just like you tore up my heart. I'm sad and I'm licked, and I haven't got a dime, but I thank God. Yes, I thank my God I found you out in time, but I'll get along somehow.
That's by request for Michael in California there, Mr. Larry Darnell. August 1960 release on the Argo record label, I'll Get Along Somehow. Now, that record, they're saying that original came out in 1950. I guess he had to re-sing this. And he had to re-sing. I'm sure he re-sung it, but definitely a pretty cool record there with the talk. But anyway, that's going out to Michael in California. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know this next group from the Bronx, New York. They had a big hit in actually they had some really cool records, excuse me, starting in 1957 with songs like He's Gone and Maybe. But here's one from 1966. I think Arlene Smith, she left the group by this time, but this is on the Verve record label. This is the second of 2 on Verve. This is arranged by Horace Ott, and the group, they were a trio at this time. They were Renee Minnis, she's on lead, Sonia Goring, and the other gal is Jackie Landry. And let's give it a spin here. These are the Chantels. The Chantels from August of 1966 on the Verve record label. This might be a big record too. Andrew, is this another expensive 45? I'm not sure. The Chantels from August 66 on Verve. It's called Indian Giver.
But having just one girl to love
August 66 there for the Chantels. Chantels minus Arlene Smith, Ray Minnis. She's the lead singer on that. August 66 on Verve, the second of two called Indian Giver. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, hope you're digging on the tunes. I know the guys and gals in the YouTube chat are watching these 45s on all these cool labels. And this next group, they formed back in 1962 on the Exodus record label. Their first release was called She Told Me Lies, but they sang well into the 1960s, and they recorded two on the Warner Brothers record label. This is their first from March of 1957. It features Milton Hayes on lead. Let's give a listen to the Marvellos. The Marvellos on the Warner Brothers record label. It's called Let Me Keep You Satisfied.
Oh, my darling, come on.
From your heart and soul, your tender ways and a fair play is as true as the story the prophets told. And I place you at the top of my list, scratched out all the other names and seal yours with a kiss. Swear by the hair on my chinny chin chin, you wanna keep to my heart. Lock yourself in, let me keep you satisfied. Come on and let me keep you satisfied. Oh baby, oh my darling. Each time you kiss me, it's sweeter than the day before. Oh baby, and there's a reassuring smile on your face. There's more in store. Your kisses are so sweet, they really knock me off my feet. Well, I wanna show the world that you're my girl, so come on and let me keep you satisfied. Oh baby, let me keep you satisfied. My darling, oh my darling,
oh my darling. Let me keep you satisfied. So my darling, come on.
Come on, oh my darling. Come on, oh my darling. Oh my darling. Woo! Baby, your love is rare. So rare, so rare. So very hard to find. It's like diving in an ocean in a search of a pearl and finding one every time. If I was Romeo, you should be my Juliet. If I was a gambler, on you I'd place my bet. You introduce a love to me so supreme. So come on, come on, come on, come on, let me keep you satisfied. Come on, let me keep you satisfied. Satisfied. Oh my darling, let me keep you satisfied.
Those are the Marvellos. Marvellos. Now, I wonder if these Miami Sante is asking me if this is the same Marvellos that recorded I Do. And I'm wondering, Reed, you would know that. Doesn't say here in the, it's easy to say because this Marvellos group consisted of Jesse and Harold Harris, Willie Holly, Lance Porter, and the lead singer Milton Hayes. So I don't know, Charlene, if that was listed with the Marvellos and the Marvellos that recorded for ABC Paramount. And anyway, but that one there's March 1967 on the Warner Brothers record label, the Marvellos, with Let Me Keep You Satisfied. Johnny G, hopefully keeping you satisfied with these cool 45s. I hope you're digging on the cool tunes here. Let's continue here. Let's go to Chicago. I'm guessing this gal is out of Chicago. She has 2 releases on the Checker record label. I have both of them, but this is her second, and I don't know much about this record here, but her name is Connie Christmas. I guess with Christmas coming up soon, it's appropriate to play this record. This one released in June of 1964. It's on the Checker record label. It's called That's Why, parentheses, I'm So Blue. Let's give it a spin. Connie Christmas.
Oh, 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 I guess I'll never see the light, 'cause my baby left me last night. And now I'm so blue, so blue. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I remember the nights I held you so tight. I held you, baby, oh baby, till broad daylight. And now I'm so blue, so blue. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, I need your loving, oh so bad. No one could have told me, child, our love would last. But now you gone, and I just don't know what to do, 'cause I'm so blue, so blue. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. That's why you hear me say, yeah. Oh my baby, oh my baby, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me say yeah. Oh my baby, oh my baby, oh yeah, my baby, oh that's I'm so blue, so blue,
Her name is Connie Christmas. Connie Christmas there from 1964. It's on the Checker record label with a song entitled That's why, parentheses, I'm so blue. I just located that record last night. I said, what is this record here in the box? Everything is all mixed up. But anyway, I mean, in my boxes, that is. Trying to get everything in order. I need more time. And like the song says, time is not on my side. No, it's not. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This next group, you know this next group. They are from Madrid, Spain. Formed back in 1965. You know their biggest hit, a big number 4 national hit called Black is Black. Well, let's give a listen to the flip side of that 45, because I like the flip side of the record. It features Mike Kogel on lead. This is from July of 1966. You're going to flip over Black is Black. You get this tune by Los Bravos on the Press record label. It's called I Want a Name.
I haven't been
'cause I haven't one. I'm always on my own, so terribly alone. I just need to find a love. Whoa, won't someone help me to help me?
Like this, like this.
I've spent all my life just by myself. Spent all my life without a home. Spent all my life, wow, running away, running away. I had a dream, at last I could see I wasn't just alone. There in front of me was a door without a collar. Whoa, was living like me. Help me.
I don't know what I can do. I don't know what I can do.
Would someone give me a name?
I don't know what I can
Please help me. Oh, would someone give me a name? Oh, I need somebody to love.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That's the flip side of Black is Black, a song entitled I Want a Name, Los Bravos. There from July 1966, Mike Kogel. He's the lead singer. That's on the Press record label. Styrene Press, too, by the way. Johnny G here spinning my 1960s. Here's a 45 I first heard on Dick Clark's Rate a Record segment back in 1967. And this song originally came out on the Pacific Challenger label, and it was slower, much slower, because I have that one, and it was picked up by Mira Records, M-I-R-A, Mira Records, and they kind of sped it up a little bit, but this charted on KFXM in San Bernardino, California, number 21 record on KFXM back in May of 1967, and he also wrote the tune. This singer, his name is Bob Youngs, but I like this song. Bob Youngs, May 1967, on the Mira record label, M-I-R-A. It's called Goodbye to Yesterdays.
Each time I see the falling rain, yeah, then I will cry for you in vain. Oh, yeah, I just can't bring myself to say goodbye to yesterday.
Ride to the Gym, yes. That is Bob Young's there, May 1967 on the Mirror record label. Goodbye to Yesterdays. We're going to say goodbye to yesterday with this coming new year. I'll be on New Year's Day, by the way. Right when the ball drops, I'll have to play records with ball in the title. Can you think of records with ball in the title? Anyway, that's Bob Young's there, May 1967 on the Mirror record label. Goodbye to Yesterdays. Now, if you have the Pacific Challenger release, that was 2 minutes and 35 seconds. They sped it up. It's like really slow. They sped it up. This is 2 minutes and 14 seconds. That's what I think they did. Anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We go to Washington, D.C. for this next artist. He had 4 releases between 1965 and 1972. This is his debut single, and I don't have the first label on this. Maybe Reed, you do. Claytown Records. That's the first label for this. It was then picked up by Brunswick Records. This one from October 1965. Paid 10 cents for this 45. I don't know what it sells for. Maybe somebody can check it out if it goes for any bucks. Maybe the first press does. But anyway, his name is Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed from Washington, D.C. This is his debut single. I have it on the Brunswick record, October 65. It's called You Are.
You are my heart's desire, and you set my soul on fire. You're my food when I'm hungry, my drink when I'm thirsty. You're everything a lover should be, and that's why I sing. Oh, baby, you are my love. Certain something about you. You're the cream for my coffee, sugar for my tea. You're everything a lover should be, and that's why I say, now, baby, you are my love, my love. Baby, you are my love, yeah. Nowhere you came into view. Now I'm completely in love with you. You are my heart's desire, and you set my soul on fire. You're my food when I'm hungry, my drink when I'm thirsty. You're everything a lover should be, and that's why I sing. Now, baby, you are my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love.
That's Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed, his debut single, originally on the Claytown label. I have it on Brunswick, October 65. Bobby Reed with his tune called You Are. You Are tuned into Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's my All 60s and More show. Thank you all for tuning in, those of you on the YouTube stream, and also those of you watching or listening on Oldies and More Radio. If you're new to the stream, the video stream, please subscribe to my station. Tell your friends about it. This is the new way to play radio with a visual. This is a visual that you can see. Share the link with your friends on social media. That would be cool. Yes, it would. Let's continue now. And where are we going to? This is a request. Up next, a request for Daniel Kubacki. And last week I played, I think, this gal's second release on the Gaiden record label, but she had 5 overall releases. Now, this was her first on Gaiden, but it actually came out on a label prior to that. And actually, Jamie distributed this, maybe locally in Philadelphia, I'm not sure. But my copy is not that great, but I don't think it's an easy record to find on the Trinity label. So I'm featuring this on the Trinity record label. This one from December of 1963. Her name is Maxine Davis. This was her debut single, and this was a cover. This song first done by the Falcons on the Lupine record label. They did it first, but this one charted number 17 on WAMA in Wilmington, Delaware. This one from December 63, going out to Daniel. Maxine Davis on Trinity with her rendition of the tune, I Found a Love. As by request for Daniel Kubacki, cover tune there, originally done by the Falcons. That one there done by Maxine Davis. Maxine Davis from December 1963. I featured it on the Trinity record label. You can also get this one on the Gaiden label. I think I have it on Gaiden too. I didn't look through my other box of D records because I file her under D. Maxine Davis there. I Found a Love, a cool cover there. Let's continue here with another request. This time, I think this is for Amnon. Charlene doesn't have it here, but we go to Detroit, Michigan for for the Contours. And of course, you know the Contours, their biggest hit was called Do You Love Me on the Gordy record label. But here's their 7th of 9 on Gordy. This tune written by Smokey Robinson and Bobby Rogers. This charted number 57 on Billboard, number 12 on the R&B chart. A big number 1 record where from Daryl's area, Daryl Letts, was a number 1 record on WTAC in Flint, Michigan. You would think that, though. But this is going out to Emnon, June 1965. These are the Contours on the Gordy label. First Look at the Purse.
Does every man look at
Wait. Don't like that.
Look at first?
Wait a minute. There.
What does every man look at first?
As by request for listener Emnon there, those are the Contours. Contours from June 1965 on the Gordy record label. First Look at the Purse. That's their 7th of 9 releases on the Gordy record label. Let's continue with the requests. This one going out to Warren Russell. This is an old request. Warren finally found the record by chance. I was looking for that Royal Jesters. I have another Royal Jesters. I'm going to play it for, I forget who it was. Rocka Chick. No. Yeah, somebody named Rockin' Chick. No, Rocka Chicka. That was, he was looking for a Royal Jesters tune, but I was looking for the one for Warren, and I ended up finding another request for Warren, and this gal is out of Los Angeles, California. Her name is Lorraine Cookie Jackson, and she kicked off the Uptown record label. This is Uptown number 700. I have it in a nice, cool Uptown sleeve, too. You see the sleeve there, you guys? Looking gal Al's looking in the, there's a cool uptown sleeve. You want to keep those. That's a nice shape too. But anyway, this is by request going out to Warren Russell, May 1965, Cookie Jackson on the Uptown label. And the full title, in parentheses, it's I'm Gonna, and it's Go Shout It on the Mountain. This tune co-written by Sonny Bono. Yes, it is, for Warren. That's a by request for Warren there. That is a Cookie Jackson. Cookie Jackson from May 1965. It's on the Uptown record label. I'm Gonna Go Shout It on the Mountain is the name of the tune. She has other releases also on the OK record label, on Rena Records, also on Chris Records. She had other earlier releases also, by the way. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. And didn't find, well, I'm still looking for Warren's request for the Royal Jesters, but we're going to send this one out to Rock Chica. And as this group, they are from San Antonio, Texas. This Tex-Mex group had releases on the Cobra record label. Actually, I could have played this stuff on Cobra. I will have to do that. I'm going to have to pull out the Royal Jesters on the Cobra label for him. I'm sorry I didn't do that. Totally didn't. I was thinking of Warren's request from the mid-'60s. But anyway, this is on a label called Clown Records out of San Antonio, Texas. And this song was first done by Len Barry in 1966. And the tune written by Len Barry, Johnny Madera, and David White. But let's give a listen to this version here. We'll send it out to Rock Chica, June 1968. The Royal Jesters on Clown with Happily Ever After, their version.
Once upon a time, as the story goes, I thought that she was mine and mine alone. She promised she'd give me a life of fun and laughter. I thought whenever live, happy ever after. Then as time goes by, that you got a lot of laughter. I thought we'd never live happy ever after. Oh, I was then too young to see what was meant to be will be.
Whoops, as Johnny G loses his place there. And where is it? Where is those are the Royal... Excuse me. Those are the Royal Jesters there. Here we go. The Royal Jesters from 1965 on the Clown record label. Where is it here? PQRR. There it is. June 1968 release, The Royal Jesters on the Clown record label. Happily Ever After is the name of that one, originally done by Len Barry. Let's move on here on the All 60s edition, and you know this next singer. He was the lead singer of the Jive 5. The group had 7 releases on the Belltone record label out of New York City, and after their 4th release, I think it was What Time Is It? Eugene Pitt, the lead singer, put out a solo effort on Belltone 2027, and this is the A side of the 45. This is written by the hit writing team of Feldman, Goldstein, and Goddard, and this one from November of 1962. It's on the Belltone record label. Let's give a listen to Eugene Pitt. Eugene Pitt on Belltone. It's called Every Day is Like a Year.
There are 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in every day. But baby, since you've been away, every second seems like a minute. Every minute seems like an hour. Every hour's like a day since you've been away when you're not here. Every day is like a year. The time goes by so slowly as I watch the clock upon the wall. I sit here sad and lonely as I listen for your footsteps in the hall. And every second seems like a minute. Every minute seems like an hour. Every hour's like a day since you've been away when you're not here. Every day is like a year. Baby, since you've gone, I just can't go on wondering what the future will be. Are you coming home, or must I sit alone and count the time until eternity? 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in every day. But baby, since you've been away, every second seems like a minute. Every minute seems like an hour. Every hour's like a day since you've been away when you're not here. Every day is like a year. Every second, baby, baby, every day seems like a year. Baby, baby, every day.
That's Eugene Pitt. Eugene Pitt of the Jive 5, November 1962 release on the Belltone record label. Every Day is Like a Year is the name of the tune. Bought that from Barry Soltz a long, long time ago. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition for this next gal. Her real name is Jacqueline Mary Baldane, originally from Eudora, California, but she grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana, and she moved to San Francisco in 1960 and married saxophone player Big J McNeely, and they performed together till 1965 when she started recording on her own. And she has, I think her first single came out on the Phalectron label, which is an in-demand record, by the way, and that was her first single. Then she also has a release on the Modern record label, I think, but here's one from October of 1969. She went back to Paula Records for this one, and her name is Jackie Day. Jackie Day. The name of the tune is called, well, maybe it's not from 69. That's the wrong thing. Anyway, it's from, I don't know what year it's from, but it's on the Paula record label, and I know I like it. It's called I Can't Wait. I Can't Wait by Jackie Day. In your anticipation, you can't wait.
You stand peeping in your window as the time draws near. I've been waiting all day for the night to come. We came to sing together. We both know it's wrong. We have to wait for the setting sun. I've been waiting too long. I can't wait. I just can't wait. No, 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 no. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. In my arms. Looking in your window. Oh, what do I see? Everybody inside look like they're laughing at me. So you better hurry, hurry, erase all my fears. Make me know that you're mine, boy. I said, bring it on here. I can't wait. I just can't wait. No, 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 no. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. In my arms. In this wide world, there's no one else for me. Although you belong to someone else, oh, I know it shouldn't be. Oh, hard as it may seem, I belong to someone else too. I've just gotta see you this evening, darling. Make all my dreams come true. I can't wait. I just can't wait. No, 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 no. I gotta have you. I gotta hold you. I gotta have you. In my arms. I can't wait. Hurry. I can't wait. Come on, hey. I can't wait. Oh, hurry. I can't wait.
Okay, Reed mentions that this record reviewed in, maybe Billboard reviewed it January 19, Billboard Cashbox, I don't know which one, January 1971. That's a cool tune by Jackie Day. Jackie Day, I Can't Wait, came out on the Paula record label. That's one of the labels I run. There's some cool records on the Paula label. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Here's a request for listener Mark Speck. in our YouTube chat room. And this group from New York City, they had 3 releases on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Now, Mark requested their second, written by group member Ralph Weeks. This charted number 18 on KBYE out of in Oklahoma, and the lead singer on this is Johnny Matthews. This is Johnny and the Expressions. This is from March of 1966 on the Josie record label. This is going out to Mark. It's called Now That You're Mine.
You're mine, everything's gonna be fine. How can I get you out of my mind? Now that you're here, you've made my whole life so bright. And you with the love light round up the sky. Just want to squeeze you when the grooving. I like so blue. I get a thrill when I hold you in my arms. And the sweet things I did when I'm feeling your charm.
As by request from Mark Speck, that's Johnny and the Hurricanes. Johnny Matthews on lead, the second of 3. On the Josie record label, March 1966, Now That You're Mine. That's a cool ballad there as we continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's go back to 1965 now. I don't know, I have much information on this next gal, but this one arranged and conducted by Johnny Pate. I know he put out some really cool records, but I think this is a cool one here. It's from 1965. Let's give a listen to Martha Jean Love. Martha Jean Love on the ABC Paramount record label. It's called Nice Guy.
Now when I fall in love, you can bet that I'll fall for a nice guy. 'cause I don't wanna be hurt anymore. Walk down the aisle, I'll walk down in style with my nice guy. Nice guy, nice guy. My father will be proud and my mother will smile for my nice guy. Nice guy, nice guy. I'll be so happy with him by my side. He's the kind of guy that can be my guy. I want a nice, 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 a nice guy, a real good guy. He's my kind of guy, a real swinging guy, a swinging, swinging guy.
1965 there for Martha Jean Love. Martha Jean Love on the ABC Paramount record label. Song entitled Nice Guy. Now, you know, Johnny G is a very nice guy. Very nice guy. Only when I go up against owners of other radio stations, I'm not a nice guy. But I am a nice guy to the listeners here to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for tuning in tonight and making this a special night. Every Monday night is special for Johnny G, and also on Saturday nights. So don't watch any other program. Don't listen to any other of those MP3s, those stinking MP3s. You get original vinyl right here, the way it should be on my wired shell heads. Where can you see wired shell heads with copper wire? That's what I use on my shells to play my 45s. I do. Let's continue here. And this group is out of Asbury Park, New Jersey. They have a few releases. I know one very expensive one on the Selsum label from 1966, but here's one from 66 they did on the Laurie label. This song co-written by Ray DeRouge. Do you know who Ray DeRouge was? Or is Ray DeRouge? He was the lead singer of a group called Ray and the Darshays. They have a pretty cool record on the Al John label called Little Girl So Fine, but he co-wrote this tune along with the lead singer of the group, who is Mickey Holiday. Mickey Holiday on lead. Let's give a listen to the Jaywalkers. The Jaywalkers. This charted number 12 on WLAV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We go back to October 1966. The Jaywalkers on Laurie. It's called Love at First Sight.
Hey, little girl, how can I go on without you? Don't you know? Little girl, I love everything about you, baby. Just one look, girl, was all it took, girl. And then I knew I was falling in love with you. I didn't have to kiss your lips,
That group called the Jaywalkers. The Jaywalkers from October 1966 on the Laurie record label. Mickey Holiday on lead there. Song entitled Love at First Sight. I should talk to Barbara about that record. I should play that record for Barbara again. We will. Johnny G here, spinning 1960s 45s out of my collection. I think on my last show, last Monday night, I played this gal's, I think it was her second release on the Golden World record label. Either way, we're going to Detroit, Michigan to Ed Wingate's Golden World record label for Barbara Mercer. Now, this tune written and produced by Popcorn Wiley and Ronnie Savoy, arranged by Sonny Sanders here. This charted number 18 on KPRS in Kansas City, Missouri. And this one from September 1965. Let's give a listen to Barbara Mercer. Barbara Mercer on the Golden World record label. It's called Nobody Loves You Like Me. September 65 release there from Miss Barbara Mercer. Barbara Mercer, her second release on the Golden World record label out of Detroit, Michigan. Nobody Loves You Like Me. That is definitely the truth. Let's continue here on the All 60s show. And this next singer, he's from Baltimore, Maryland. He sang with a group called The Plants, I think with their last release. They have 3 releases on the J&S record label. I think I've Searched the Seven Seas is the recording that he is on. But he went solo in 1962 with a 45 on the Les K record label, which is a good one. Chasing Rainbow, something like that, which is a good record. I'll play it on my 50s show. But he had other releases on Double R and Cameo in 1966. Now here's the first of 2 that he had on the Mercury record label in 1967. The tune written and produced by Richie Adams. And Richie Adams, he was the lead singer of a group called the Fireflies. You may know their 1959 hit You Were Mine on the Ribbon record label. But anyway, he wrote this tune and produced it for George Jackson. This one from September 67. It's on the Mercury record label, George Jackson, and the tune called Kiss Me.
Kiss me, I must be dreaming, dreaming. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Is it really you beside me, touching me, holding me like you used to do? Prove that it's true. Kiss me, I must be dreaming, dreaming. And if I'm just dreaming, I don't wanna ever wake up alone again, thrown again, out of your heart, so far apart. Bring back that old time feeling, baby. Let her do it again. Please, come on, come on, come on, come on and kiss me. I just can't be alone again, out of your heart, so far apart. Oh, do it again now. Bring back that old time feeling, baby. Come on, baby. Bring it back today. Oh, kiss me, baby. I must be dreaming.
September 67 release there for George Jackson. George Jackson on the Mercury record label, first of two. Song entitled Kiss Me. That's what I tell Barbara all the time as we continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. And we go to Detroit, Michigan. Go back to Detroit now for this girl group. They had 5 releases on Curtis Mayfield's Mayfield record label. I have all their singles. I'm pretty sure I do. All the songs written and produced by the label owner Curtis Mayfield. This is their 4th. This charted number 16 on WTMP out of Tampa, Florida. It features Shirley Lawson on lead, aka Shirley Walker. This one from October 1967. Give a listen to The Fascinations. The Fascinations on the Mayfield label. It's called Hold On.
I don't wish to be number
As Johnny G loses his place here, I'm looking for the constellations. No, there it is. The fascinations there. Let me see. It's not on here. Oh well. Anyway, that one there for the Fascinations there, October 1967 on the Mayfield record label, Curtis Mayfield's Mayfield record label. Their fourth release, a song entitled Hold On is the name of that tune. Let's go to this next release here on the Smash record label. This tune arranged again, Johnny Pate. You see him on the label here. This group is called the Constellations. Constellations, this is on the Smash record label, came out in September of 1964. Let's give it a spin. The Constellations with Tear It Up, Baby.
Hear no evil, speak no evil. We're gonna dance with the little boy weevil. We're gonna do the monkey. We're gonna do the bird, yeah. We're gonna shake a tail feather. Tear it up, tear it up, baby, yeah. Tear it up, baby, yeah. Oh, come along, everybody. Come along and do a dance. Hey, you over there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get out of your chair. We're gonna do the twist. It goes something like this. Tear it up, baby, yeah. Take me up, baby, yeah. Take me up, baby, yeah. Don't forget your Uncle Willie. Where's your Uncle Willie? He's out milking the cow. Don't forget your Uncle Willie. I say what? Do any dance right now. We're gonna do the twist. Goes like this. Tear it up, baby, yeah. Take me up, baby, yeah. Oh, you're looking great, yeah. Tear it up, baby.
There you go. Those are the Constellations there. Constellations from, what did I say, 1963 there, as I go look on my cheat sheets here. There you go. September 64 release there for the Constellations. Tear It Up, Baby is the name of the tune. We continue here. Up next, a request for Amnon. This gal, her name is Gloria Jones. Now, this one here is, now, I bought the 45 by, who did it? The 1980s. Somebody type it in the chat. Somebody type it in the chat room. I'm totally lost my mind because I bought the record Soft Cell. As I lose my mind, Soft Cell. I'm driving one day and I'm listening to this song. I says, "Do I know this record? Is this the Gloria Jones record?" Of course, it was. Actually, it was a combination of a Supremes record too. But I bought this. Not this song, because I paid a little bit of money for this record, but I bought the Soft Cell version when it first came out. Have the picture sleeve too, but this is the original version as done by Gloria Jones. She has, I think she has releases on the Uptown record label, but this one's from June of 65. It was written and produced by the label owner. His name is Ed Cobb. Ed Cobb owned this Champion record labels from June 65. Give a listen to Gloria Jones on Champion with the original version of Tainted Love.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love
As by request for listener Amnon there, Gloria Jones, June 1965 release on the Champion record label, Tainted Love. That is the original version she did it. Soft Cell also covered it, I think, in the 80s, sometime in the 80s. That's when I bought it. Anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this next singer, he's from Layton, Alabama, and he's the cousin to Percy Sledge. His first release came out on the Guidon label back in 1962. I have that 45, by the way. And you know his signature song, it was called Steal Away, came out on the Fame record label. But let's give a listen to his fifth release. This is his fifth of 12 on the Fame record label. It was written by Dan Penn and Spooner Oldham. This is a really long title too, but its name is Jimmy Hughes. Jimmy Hughes, this one came out in June of 1965. It's on the Fame record label, and the song is called You Really Know How to Hurt a Guy, parentheses, you really know how to make him cry. This is Jimmy Hughes.
By little bitty pieces, slowly, slowly, you're tearing me down. You really know how to hurt a guy. Faster, faster, you're spreading the word all around. You really know how to hurt a guy. They're saying my love don't satisfy. Now don't you know that would make strong men cry?
Yes, Mr. Jimmy Hughes there. Jimmy Hughes from Lost My Place. I did. There we go. Jimmy Hughes from June 65 on the Fame record label. You really know how to hurt a guy, parentheses, you really know how to make him cry. Yes, you do. That is his fifth of 12 on the Fame record label. We heard, I played a January 71 release. How about a 1972 release, even though this is from the 60s? Even though it's JohnnyG's All 60's and More. That's what the and more is. The and more means I can go into the 50s with non-group harmony stuff, and I can also play some 70s. This one from 1972 for Miss Ann Sexton. This is on the 77 record label. I think this might have some value here, this record. I paid a couple bucks for it. I don't know what it sells for, but let's give it a spin. Ann Sexton on the 77 record label. It's called You've Been Gone Too Long.
The smile Jody got your girl gone, gone. Oh yeah, you've been gone too long. Yeah, I said Jody's got your girl and gone. I said Jody's got your girl and gone. Ain't no use in coming home because Jody's got your girl and gone. Took too long to come home. Now Jody's got
Now, that has a 60s flavor to it. That doesn't really sound like a 70s record, but it came out in 1972. Ann Sexton there. It's on the 77 record label. It's not Soundstage 7, Mark. It is actually a legitimate record label. This label, do I have the title? No, I do not. But Ann Sexton, she's from Greenville, South Carolina. It's called You've Been Gone Too Long is the name of the tune. That's a pretty cool record. Bought that from George Humberton. George Humberton at a reduced price of 49 cents or $1, I forget. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Now, I closed I think my November 27th 50s show with a request for Joe Shacatano. He requested this singer from New York called Vic Marcel. And the flip side sounds completely different than the A-side that I'm featuring, a song called Come Back to These Arms, kind of like a doo-woppy sound, but the flip is different. This one came out in 1966. It's on Donald Butler's Don Butt record label, which is out of Washington, D.C. And the name of the tune, this is Vic Marcel, M-A-R-C-E-L, 1966 on Don Butt. It's called That's My Girl.
A girl who can kiss me and thrill me inside. A girl whose touch makes me feel so alive. A girl who looks at me and melts me like cream. A girl who's the answer to every man's dream. Oh, that's my girl. Alright. A girl whose voice sends me into space. A girl whose touch makes my blood start to race. A girl who fills me with desire. A girl who sets my soul on fire. Police. That's my girl. Alright. She's kind of cute and she's kind of tall. She's got everything. Oh, lucky me, and best of all, I'm her king and she's my queen. I treat her like a gentleman should, and I would love her more if I could. The type of girl who is so hard to find, and just to think that she's all mine. Police. That's my girl. Alright. That's my girl. To really know how to move. Alright. I like her like that.
As Vic Marcel, 1966, on the Don Butt record label. That's My Girl is the name of the tune. He later on signed, as Mark mentioned, with the RCA Records, and he also has releases on the Janus label under the name Charlie Mitchell. So check that out as we continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. How about a Motown sound now? And if I could find my notes on this rare, well, it's not rare. I bought this 45 from my buddy Al Bernard. Al Bernard sold me a bunch. I used to go and actually when I used to do the radio show on WESU, I used to go up there as a guest host, and I used to stop over at Al's house in Middletown, Connecticut, and I used to go through his records. Got some really good records from Al. I'm not going to deny that, and this was one of them. And you know this, I'm looking for him here, Lamont Dozier, and I don't see him on here. Where is he? Where is my JK? Here he is. This this singer he was more known. Lamont Dozier was more known as a writer than a singer, but he did record and he did produce records too. And he was a member of course, of that songwriting team, Holland Dozier, Brian and Eddie Holland, and this is Lamont Dozier. And I think his first record was Lamont Anthony in 1960 on the Anna record label. Also he has one on Checkmate too, but this one's on the Melody record label. He was the second artist to record on Berry Gordy's Melody record label. This one from June of 1962. Let's give it a spin. Lamont Dozier on Melody. It's called Dearest One.
Dearest one, as I write from far away, I'm hoping that you write me and you say your love for me still yearns and burns. Dearest one, keep away from Johnny, 'cause he's the type of guy who'll make you cry, take your love, then he'll push you aside. I know it's hard for you being alone while I'm gone. Oh, but soon as my furlough comes, I'll be home, it won't be long. You can date other guys if you want to, but please don't let them kiss you, 'cause it would make me feel like going over the hill. Dearest one, my dearest one, dearest one, please answer this letter and tell me that I'll always be your one and only for eternity. Whoa, dearest one, please wait for me. Dearest one, darling, wait for me. Dearest one, darling, wait for me, please.
Sounds of early Motown here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That is Lamont. Where'd I lose it? I am losing my mind today. I just had it on my JK. There it is, Lamont Dozier, June 1962 release. It's on the Melody record label. Dearest One is the name of that tune. And as I look for the next request, we're going to go to the Volt record label. I think this was a request for listener Mnon. Here we go. This group, no, actually, I take it back. This is for Tom Shaughnessy. Tom, I was looking for that Tiffany's record for you. I don't know where I put it, but he wanted me to play a flip side of a Tiffany's 45 on Jubilee I played, I don't know when, maybe last month, possibly, but Tom Shaughnessy requested this tune, and this is on the Volt record label, as this would be the group's biggest hit, although it only went to number 93 on Billboard and 90 in Cashbox. It was a big number 11 R&B hit, and a big number 1 record out in California on KDAY, Los Angeles, California. It features John Gary Williams on lead. We go back to July of 1965. By request for Tom Shaughnessy, give a listen to the Mad Lads. The Mad Lads on Volt Records. It's called You Don't Have to Shop Around.
I found the love that my heart has been longing for. I don't have to shop around, shop around, shop around. my heart has been longing for. She'll never put me down, put me down, put me down anymore. No more ladies, man, life for me. No more playing the field. I found my love in a sweet little girl, and I know this love is real. I found the love that my heart has been longing for. I don't have to shop around, shop around, shop around anymore. Don't have to shop around.
The sound of the Mad Lads here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's going out to Tom Shaughnessy. John Gary Williams on lead, July 1965 on the Volt record label. You don't have to shop around, that is for sure, right here on Oldies and More Radio and also on the YouTube stream. Let's continue here, and Mark Specht eyeballed it. When I saw this 45 in the box, I said, arranged by Horace Ott. Well, let's give it a spin here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Came out in December of 1963, and the group is called Barbara and the Delights. Barbara and the Delights on the United Artists record label. It's called She's a Smooth One.
I see my Johnny going there, though I know I shouldn't care. He is headed for despair, so I better tell him to beware. That she's a smooth one, that she is. She's a smooth one, that she is. She'll take his heart and tear it all apart, and then she'll run, 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 run. I can see the look in his eyes that she's got him hypnotized. He is in for a big surprise, so I think I'm gonna put him wise. That she's a smooth one, that she is. She's a smooth one, that she is. She'll take his heart and tear it all apart, and then she'll run, 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 run. Once upon a time, Johnny was mine, 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 till that girl came into his sight and stole him away like a thief in the night. You see, her love is just a false lie. She can only do him harm. He'll see through her phony charms, and soon you'll be right back in my arms. 'Cause she's a smooth one, yeah she is. She's a smooth one, yeah she is. She'll take his heart and tear it all apart, and then she'll run, 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 run.
That's a December 63 release for Barbara and the Delights. Cool tune there, arranged by Horace Ott. She's a smooth one. That one there on the United Artists record label. Got to get to those flip sides. We'll do it after this release here. This, what is this? The sequence. This next group, they're out of Washington, D.C. This tune written and produced by Al Haskins. And this record you may have on another label, because this was released also on the Essica, I think that's how you pronounce it, Essica label. But prior to that release, I think Cape Town is the first label, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a pretty cool Christmas record, too. If I could find it, I think it's in the box over there. I'll play it next week. I'll start putting in some Christmas records into the rotation, as we call it. But anyway, this is 1966. This is their first of two on the Captown. If I said Cape Town, it's Captown. Captown. Has an edge warp on this. This side plays, the flip does not. I have to use a heavier, I gotta turn the weight up on that, but we're gonna hear this side. Plays okay. They're called The Sequence. The Sequence from 1966 on the Captown record label. It's called Dearest One.
Oh my love, I need you. Oh my darling, please be true, because you are the all out of love you are true to me. Oh my love, oh my dearest one, I need love each and every day. Oh, that I pray,
Group called The Sequence. The Sequence, 1966. That's the original label, Captown Records, song entitled Dearest One. Let's get to the flip sides. Let's get to the flip sides of records we played earlier for Andrew. This one is for Michael in California. We're going to flip over that Mary Lee Whitney record label on the Loma record label. What was the name of it? I forget. I'll get to it. But we're going to play this one for Michael. It's a Mary Lee Whitney on Loma. It's called This Could Have Been Mine. This Could Have Been Mine. Mary Lee Whitney. This is for Michael.
a veil of lace, a sacred flame, a bride with eyes that shine. This moment divine.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by Mary Lee Whitney on the Loma record label. This Could Have Been Mine. That is the B-side. Featured the A-side earlier in the program, a song called Don't Come a Knockin', a great, or only 45, great 45 there by Mary Lee Whitney. And another side I played was a request for Warren Russell. I featured Otis Williams and his Charms, and the Charms, their fourth release, actually their third or fourth releases on the OK record label, song called Welcome Home from May 66. Andrew Turner asked for the flip side here. So this is going out to Andrew Turner. It's called I Got Loving. This is for Andrew, Otis Williams and the Charms.
Remember my love, dear, the one you used to know. Well, it's still here, just like before. Say
but time is too still and I'll never learn mine. Now, if you need me, just you call me. I'll be there right by your side.
That's going out to Andrew Turner, Otis Williams, and the Charms there. May 1966, the flip side of Welcome Home. I got lovin' is how it is. Johnny G had to scribble that in there. Let's continue here. I think I've played this before. I didn't think I got a copyright strike on it, though. It shouldn't be. We'll see if it comes up. I don't know. We'll just see. Anyway, July 1966, I featured a B-side of Los Bravos' hit Black is Black. It was called I Want a Name. I'm good for one hit, a show. This is going to be the hit, and it's going to go out to Mark Speck. If I get a copyright strike, it's Mark Speck's fault, but I like the tune anyway. This is on the press record label, the Los Bravos. Los Bravos, they're from Madrid, Spain. It features Mike Kojal on lead. July 66 with Black is Black from Mark. Hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Successful play, too, Mark. And a great tune there by Los Bravos there, Black is Black, July 1966, on the Press record label. Yes, Reed, it's a U.S. styrene press. It just looks different because it's got silver writing. It's check, it's usually black writing. This is silver writing, and it is. We'll check it out. It's not a Canadian press. No way. Let's let's continue here. Let's flip over that to Jelly Beans 45, an in-demand record. Featured the Jelly Beans with You Don't Mean Me No Good on the Esky record label from November 65. Let's flip it over. This is going out to Andrew Turner, an in-demand 45 by the Jelly Beans. It's called I'm Hip to You, the Jelly Beans. As by request for Andrew Turner there, the cool sound of the Jelly Beans from November 1965. That's on the Esky record label. I'm Hip to You is the name of the tune. The flip side there, You Don't Mean Me No Good. That's great two-sided 45. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to original vinyl 45s out of my collection. You want to get in touch with Johnny G, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you have any requests, you better get them to me. It takes me a while here. I can't wait to retire. I hope my company's not watching. But yes, when I do that, it's going to be a lot easier, Charlene. It will be. But for now, we're just going to put up with it till then. But thank you all for tuning in tonight to the All 60s edition and more of the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'll be back on Saturday night at 10 o'clock, 10 to 1 a.m. for the 1950s and early 60s show. Thank you all, those of you that have sent your Christmas songs in to me rare Christmas songs from the 50s and early 60s, so I've been getting them in and compiling them. But I'll also do some here for the 1960s here. So if you have any 60s favorites, I'll see if I have them. We'll pull them out and play. I'm not going to, I'm doing a Christmas show that Saturday night, so it's going to be all Christmas songs, but we can intermingle some here on the 60s show. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. If you missed any of the show, it'll be up on the YouTube stream. You can check it out. Those of you listening on Oldies and More Radio, you can also go to my website at vinyltreasures.net, because I upload the show there. You can download it, you can stream it live, you can do whatever you want there. I got to fix the site. I can't make any changes. They won't let me do it. Yahoo changed their format or something, so I just don't have the time yet, but I will eventually get there. But again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Appropriate closer tonight. I think I played Ronnie Douglas last week, his a second single, but this was his first single that it was interesting. I didn't know anything about Ronnie Douglas until I used to go to a flea market up in Peekskill, New York. It was the Beechwood Shopping Center flea market. Sometime it was in the late 70s, and I come across this box, and I see Ronnie Douglas on the Everest record label. It was 15 cents. I said, I'm going to take the record for 15 cents. And not that I had a lot of money at the time, but I didn't. But it's on the Everest record label, and it charted on Billboard, this song. This charted number 75 on Billboard, but it was a top 30 record on WLS in Chicago, also WHK in Cleveland, and WAKR in Akron, Ohio. It's his first of two on Everest, and it's from June 61. Our closer tonight is Ronnie Douglas with Run, Run, Run. And Johnny G's got to run now. That's going to do it, folks. Thank you all for tuning in tonight to my All 60s show. I'll be back here next Monday, 8 to 11 o'clock. Tell your friends if they like 60s records, and especially 60s soul records, to tune into the program, and especially if they're a collector. Any collector would love to look at these labels, I say. But anyway, thank you all, folks. Thank you, Charlene, again, and thank you all. Have a great week. I'll see you here either Saturday night or next Monday evening. Just want to say, everybody, so long, Ronnie Douglas.
Love I have for you could run a train all the way from Mexico to Maine. Forevermore, it will run, never stopping, no, not once. It will run, 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 run forevermore. Run, run, run forevermore. The love I have for you could fly a plane all the way from Argentina to Spain. Day and night, it would fly for you and me eternally. It will run, 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 run forevermore. Run, run, run forevermore. My, how strong my love is. It could move a mountainside, run a river dry, make a man fly. The love I have for you could move a car to any city, either near or far. From Miami to Monterey, with love for cargo all the way. It will run, 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 run forevermore. Run, 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 run forevermore. My, how strong my love is. It could move a mountainside, run a river dry, make a man fly. The love I have for you could move a car to any city, either near or far. From Miami to Monterey, with love for cargo all the way. It will run, 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 run forevermore. Run, 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 run forevermore.
Okay, folks, that's it. That's going to do it for tonight. That was a cool ending song, wasn't it? Run, Run, Run by, there you go. This plays better than my other one, but I didn't pay a lot of money for either one, but this is a nice copy. Look at that mint styrene. Dave the Rave, a mint styrene 45. There you go. That's a cool tune there. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And some of the other sides I didn't play tonight that I had a bunch of records here to play. So if you have any, I had Lullaby of Love by the Poppies. I had the J.J. Barnes, Just One More Time on McKay's. This is a cool record. This is Brett Young and the Ghost Squad, Never Again on Dual. I can play that. I pulled out the wrong record for Warren. This was Little Boy by the Crystals. That was the wrong record here. I had a hit. I'm afraid to play Next Plane to London by the Rose Garden, but I like that record. This is a cool record too. Does anybody like the Ivy League? Do you have the Ivy League? You like that record there by the Ivy League? That's Why I'm Crying. This is pretty cool. This is the Crowns. Better Luck Next Time. We'll send that one out to someone. And this was a cool Impressions record too. I Need You by the Impressions. I was going to play that. I couldn't find it in time. Then I was going to play another hit by Jose Feliciano, Light My Fire. I like that. This is a good record too. Roman Carter, Queen Bee on the Jewel record label. You know that record? This was my Christmas record. I'm going to play this next week. It's called Christmas Will Be Just Another Lonely Day. Now, somebody else, don't play this. Don't play this. You know who I'm talking about. Here's Warren's request that I finally found. We'll play that next week. Steve Mancha found it finally. And I had this Edwin Starr record too. I Want My Baby Back. That's a good 45 also. Was going to play this. I had all these records to play. So, okay, you like that one. How about this one? The Thunderbirds, Before It's Too... You know this one? The Thunderbirds, Before It's Too Late on Ivanhoe? Could play that one. This was... I had this one for Cheryl Morgan, Crawling Back by Roy Orbison. She likes Roy Orbison. I didn't get to play this one, The Daylighters, Sweeter. I have this on a white promo too, by the way. But, and then I was going to play this one, Herb Johnson. This I played the other side. This is Herb Johnson on Swan, Two Steps Ahead. I was going to play that. And then, Reed, I had this to play for you. I didn't get to it because I think it fits more of my 60s show. But we'll play this for Reed next Monday night. The Stan Beverly and the Hollywood Saxons from 63. And then here's another one of Warren's requests on Parkway. And then somebody likes the Midnighters. Do you know Evil Love by the Midnighters? What do you think about Evil Love? Anyway, these are just the records. Chance Eden, and then a Sam Cooke record. That was going to be for Emnon. So there you go. That's a sneak peek. I had other records here too, but I'm not going to show you. I gotta go. Johnny G's gotta go. Gotta relax. Gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Got a busy day. Adios, everybody. Have a safe week. I'll see you next Monday, or next Saturday night. Bye-bye, folks.